Which of these blood group do not have a surface antigen? Option A, option B, option C, AB, option D, O. The correct answer is option D, O. In the ABO blood grouping system, the blood group is determined by antigenic determinants present on the surface of the red blood cell. O blood group does not have any surface antigen. What happens when blood group are not compatible during blood transfusion? Option A, formation of eosinophils. Option B, only neutrophils are destroyed. Option C, destructions of RBC. Option D, formation of basophils. The correct answer is option C, destruction of RBC. A successful blood transfusion takes place only when the blood group of the donor and the recipient are compatible. When the blood groups are not compatible, it results in the destruction of RBC. Persons having which blood group are known as universal donor? Option A, option B, option C, O, option D, AB. The correct answer is option C, O. People having the blood group O are said to be universal donor. This is because they lack antigen on the surface of their RBC, and hence the blood can be used to carry out blood transfusions. Which of these are present in the plasma of a person having O blood group? Option A, anti-A and anti-B. Option B, anti-A. Option C, anti-B. Option D, antibodies are absent. The correct answer is answer A, anti-A and anti-B. For people having O blood group, their red blood cells do not have any surface antigen. However, antibodies A and anti-B are present in the plasma of the having this blood group. Approximately what percentage of people are Rh positive? Option A 50, option B 80, option C 90, option D 75%. The correct answer is option B 80%. Blood can be classified on the basis of several factors. Apart from the ABO blood grouping system, the Rh blood grouping is widely used. Around 80% of people are Rh positive. Which of these structures prevent the mixing of fetal blood with mother's blood? Option A, amniotic fluid. Option B, amnion. Option C, placenta. Option D, chorion. The correct answer is option C, placenta. The placenta prevents the mixing of blood of the fetus with the blood of the mother. The placenta provides oxygen and nutrient to the fetus and removes carbon dioxide and waste products. What antibodies are formed when a Rh negative mother bears a Rh positive child? The option A, Rh antibodies are formed in the mother. Option B, Rh antibodies are formed in the fetus. Option C, Rh antibodies are formed during the second pregnancy. Option D, Rh antibodies are formed in both. The correct answer is option A, Rh antibodies are formed in the mother. When a Rh negative mother bears Rh positive child, the placenta prevents the mixing of their blood. If the blood comes in contact with each other, the antibodies are formed in the mother. Which of these does not happen to the baby during erythroblastosis fetalis? Option A, jaundice. Option B, anemia. Option C, swollen liver. Option D, high erythrocyte count. The correct answer is option D, high erythrocyte count. When a Rh negative mother produces antibodies to an antigen in the blood of Rh positive fetus, it leads to the conditions known as erythroblastosis fetalis, which is characterized by jaundice, anemia, and a swollen liver in the baby. How can erythroblastosis fetalis to be avoided? Option A, by administering Rh antibodies to the mother. Option B, by administering anti-Rh antibodies to the baby. Option C, by administering anti-Rh antibodies to the mother. Option D, by administering anti-Rh antibodies to both. The correct answer is option C, by administering anti-Rh antibodies to the mother. When a Rh negative mother produce antibodies to an antigen in the blood of a Rh positive fetus. It leads to a condition known as erythroblastosis fetalis. It can be avoided by administering anti-Rh antibodies to the mother. Fibrin trap destroyed form elements during blood clotting. True or false? Option A true, option B false. The correct answer is option A true. During the process of blood clotting or coagulation, a network or mesh of fibrin is formed over the wound. This trap the destroyed form elements, which are the RBCs, WBCs, and platelets. Which of these are not involved in the coagulation of blood? Option A thrombin, option B fibrin, option C thrombokinase, option D trypsinogen. The correct answer is option D trypsinogen. So other three thrombin, fibrin, thrombokinase are involved in the coagulation of blood. So explanation: the activities of various enzymes makes blood coagulation possible. Thrombokinase and an enzyme complex, fibrin a mesh covering the wound, and thrombin are involved in the blood coagulation. Where the prothrombin present? Option A inside lymphocyte, option B inside thrombocytes, option C in the plasma, option D on the surface of RBCs. The correct answer is option C in the plasma. Prothrombin is present in the plasma of blood. Prothrombin is the inactive form of thrombin. Thrombin is the enzyme that covers the inactive fibrinogen to fibrin, which is a mesh that covers wound. What is the network of threads in coagulum known as? Option A clot, option B clotting factor, option C fibrin, option D formed elements. The correct answer is option C fibrin. The network of thread or the mesh in a coagulum or clot is known as fibrin. It covers the wound and traps the destroyed formed elements of blood. Fibrin is the active form of fibrinogen. Which of these activities fibrinogen? Option A thrombin, option B fibrin, option C thrombokinase, option D prothrombin. The correct answer is option A thrombin. The inactive fibrinogen is covered into its active form fibrin with the help of enzyme thrombin. Thrombin is the active form of prothrombin, which is present in blood plasma. Which of these ions plays an important role in blood clotting? Option A sodium ions, option B calcium ions, option C potassium ions, option D phosphate ions. The correct answer is option B calcium ions. Calcium ions plays an important role in blood clotting or coagulation as it is needed for the activation of various clotting factors. It is required for the formation of fibrin mesh network that covers the wound.